What? Lubricating and putting a wood base plate on an old drill press. William Hovey Smith, 2014. I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting and also the forthcoming book Profit that will tell you how you can use your own creativity to make a $1 million or maybe $1 billion business. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And this formidable looking instrument beside me is a drill press that maybe hadn't run since the 1970s. Ugh. It was given to me by my friend Bill Krantz. Now, it had been in storage in a garage all that time, and so far as I can tell right now, looks good. But I have not even started it, nor do I intend to, until I put a little lube on it so it doesn't seize up on me instantly. This is an old press, American-made, heavy components. I mean, this ain't cheap stuff. So there's nothing mechanically wrong with the press that I can see, outside of it probably needing a little lubrication. So I'm going to put a little oil on it. Yeah, like on this shaft right here. And this is a good penetrating gun oil. Yeah, and let it run down in there. And around any joins I can get to. So maybe a little will seep in. Even have a little oil port maybe. Yeah, I do. Okay. Get some out of my coffee here. Outside. Yeah, this is starting to rust a little bit even now as it is. And I'm ultimately going to move this indoors. I'm not going to leave it out here on this porch. But I do have some rather complex parts. I build guns, and these are muzzle loaders, and I have some holes I need to drill in a muzzle loading stock. My problem is each hole I drill is unique and usually on a rounded and irregular piece of wood or metal or something. So consequently what I'm going to do is to put a wooden base plate on here out of 2x6 going through these 4 holes. And that way I can have something I can nail some stops to so that the work doesn't go when I put the drill on it. Okay? So that's what we're going to be about today, is putting a little lubricant on here, starting it up, see if it'll run, see everything works, and make the base plate. Well, we've made progress with the drill press. Now I put some lubricant on this shaft and actually moved everything down. So now it freely turns on the shaft and I can get it directly over the work. So that's good. I see I still have to balance the table up a little bit though. That's no problem. Alright, and before I drill, of course, we'll tighten these and that'll secure it on the pedestal. Now so far as the engine goes, I don't see any way of getting oil in that engine. So we're about to give it the smoke test and turn it on and see what happens. Right now it is at its smallest gear here, which means you'll get a maximum number of RPMs on the drill. So this is high speed so far as this drill is concerned. So we're going to give it the smoke test and see what happens. That looks good. Sounds good. I have only about a ½ inch of throw here, but obviously we have about 2 inches at full setting. And there's a positive stop in here somewhere, and I'll have to find out what it is. But yeah, this will work. Okay, everything looks good here. Now, the next step is with these bolts. Now these are actually too big. Yeah. Plus, they have this square hit piece right here. So what we're going to do is put these on the grinder and grind these down so they'll fit in the base plate and through our piece of 2x6. Now we're going to grind on these carriage bolts with the idea of reducing everything to this flat and reducing this diameter up to here, to about something like a 1/4 inch. So okay, we'll have 1/4 inch at the base and 3/8 inch for the rest of the bolt. So that's what we're going to be about. We'll start things up, and I'll show you a little bit of it, but has no reason for you to look at all of this stuff. Is actually coming down pretty fast, as you can see. Before I do the last one, I want to show you the difference between the two bolts. You can see this one still has the square shoulders, whereas this one is rounded, and a little bit of the tread has been taken down. Okay, now this will slip very solidly under that steel base plate, and the rest of this will go through the wood, be cinched down, and then that's going to tie this stuff together very firmly indeed. Well, now we have our 4 bolts like they need to be. So we go and search for a piece of wood. We have recovered wood, and what we've got here is something that in previous life had been a fish cleaning plank and diverse other things, got me unstuck, used to support the trailer, and so on and so on and so on. But right now it's going to become part of a drill press. Okay, we figured out the hole distance. This gap here at the top, this is 3.5 inches, and this distance is 5 inches. So we've located our holes. So now we're going to take a hand drill and see if we can drill as straight as we can and get these pilot holes in. Well, if I make too bad a mistake, I've got more of the plank to play with, but we'll see if we can't make it with this section of relatively clear wood up here at the top. I have drilled some little pilot holes first, and now I'm going to try a larger bit and see if we can go straight down exactly at these intersections. Okay, now I'll try with a large bit. Now that we've got these holes gnawed through this piece of salvaged wood here, we'll see if we can get them aligned with the bolts. And that's going to be an interesting approach, I think. All right. Okay, that's one. Where are you? Like juggling snakes. Well, I've got 4 of them in now. Now, if I can get them up to where they need to be. Come on now. They're starting to bite, but I don't think they're all the way set in yet. Okay, let me get a bigger hammer. Because those heads on those carriage bolts were not really biting, we did ultimately have to use vice grips and an open end wrench to cinch these down. Yeah, you just hold this in place and then you take your wrench and you tighten this way. and that way you can get it done even if the bolt starts to turn round and round and round on you underneath. Okay, that's how we took care of that one. Well, our tasks are accomplished. We did do the smoke test on the drill. The drill works fine. We now have a rather ugly but very firmly mounted plate here, work plate that we can drill into if we have to. And we can also nail, if necessary, our objects so they won't twist and turn in the work. This is solid. It ain't going nowhere. And yeah, we're going to get some good work out of this drill. And we'll show you how we actually use it on some gun parts coming up. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time. Among my prize-winning books are Extreme Muzzleloading, Crossbow Hunting, and Practical Bow Fishing, and these are available as softcover and e-books. Now, I also have an 8-book e-book series on muzzleloading out for 2014-15. Now, my book in progress, Profit, examines the premise that there is nothing in human experience that cannot be converted to profit by an inventive mind. Now, I have 2 videos up shortly that will tell you how you can participate in this book and maybe even start your own million or maybe even billion-dollar business. Now, once I do the work I need to do on the Brunswick rifle, I'm going to move that drill press inside and bolt it down to the floor. For information on my books, blogs, and more than 375 videos, go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.